Hi, I'm Mary Nielsen. I'm a licensed advanced esthetician and the owner of Spectrum Advanced Aesthetic Institute in the Portland, Oregon area. In my career of over 20 years, I've been both an employee and a business owner. Today, I'd like to tell you about some really key information for your career regarding compensation. Are you an independent contractor or are you an employee? What about commission? How does that work? What are the responsibilities of the salon or the spa owner? And what can you do to fix an illegal situation? There are huge differences between the two, and this video will help to break down what they are. So let's get started. Independent contractor or employee? The IRS has two employment categories, employee and independent contractor, sometimes called a booth renter. You can't be both. You can't be a hybrid, you can't be a partial. The IRS is really strict about that. You're either one or the other. Tax evasion and misclassification of your employment status is a huge problem in this industry. So let's dive into some specific guiding factors. If you're an employee, the salon owner is taking taxes out of your wages and paying employment taxes to government agencies. If you're an independent contractor, you're self-employed and you're responsible for paying your own taxes. It seems simple, right? Well, a lot of salon and spa owners are either uninformed or knowingly abusing the rights of estheticians by labeling them as independent contractors and requiring them to pay their own taxes, but treating them as employees. The IRS will take issue with that. No one wants to be in trouble with the IRS. So let's review what criteria the IRS looks at. You're an employee when the salon or the spa owner requires you to work according to his schedule. You're told when to come into work, when to clock in, when to clock out, when to go home. An independent contractor is self-employed, can determine their own schedule. You're an employee when the salon or the spa requires you to attend trainings, meetings, or continuing education classes. They're mandatory. An independent contractor is self-employed and can't be required to attend anything. However, they may attend voluntarily. You're an employee when you're on a salon's payroll and the salon is tracking your hours. You are required to have paid lunch breaks and paid breaks in your workday. You're an employee if the salon is providing the back bar and other supplies for you. A salon should provide the devices and tools you're using. The employer or the spa owner can't charge you a back bar fee. Just like office employees don't have to pay for office supplies, back bar is a cost of doing business, and the business owner is responsible for those costs. If you're an independent contractor, you are responsible for your own back bar and for providing your own devices because you're your own small business owner. It's illegal to rent space and be paid commission unless you have a contract agreement where your rent is a percentage of each treatment you perform. I know that might seem preposterous to you since it's a common epidemic in this industry, but it's true. This situation is a hybrid and the IRS doesn't recognize hybrid employment types. If you're employed on a commission basis, you must be paid your commission or minimum wage, whichever is greater for the hours that you are on your shift. You can't be required to spend time working without pay. You're an employee if the salon or the spa requires you to wear a certain uniform or has a dress code. An independent contractor is self-employed and can wear whatever they want. An employee is listed on the salon's website. An independent contractor should have their own website, their own branding of their own independent business. Spa owners are welcome to feature independent contractors on their website with that contractor's permission. A booth renter or independent contractor can't be fired or terminated from employment. If a salon owner wants the booth renter to leave, she has to give them notice, just like the landlord has to give a tenant notice to vacate. A salon owner doesn't have the right to enter the booth renter's space without giving proper notice. Let's look at a few specific examples to further understand these differences.
I have been working as an independent contractor at a spa for 3.5 years. However, I haven't been working there since this last May. All of the girls, massage therapists, estheticians, nail techs, etc., were paid by commission only and hourly if we attend meetings. We could pick the hours and schedule if we wanted, but we're not able to change our schedule or get days off or move our clients without manager permission. The clients scheduled and paid at a front desk ran by front desk assistants. We had no expenses, everything was provided to us, and we had no choice in what product line to use. Everything was the same for each girl, and we had to show up 30 minutes before our appointment time and follow weekly cleaning duties. Come tax time, we filed as 1099 and hardly had expenses to write off and paid our full amount of taxes. Basically, we were treated as employees, but filed taxes like a self-employed. Any thoughts on this? I've been reading some articles recently and my stomach turned. You are either employed or self-employed. No in between. Ugh, I'm stressed.
You are right. Your salon owners misclassified you. You are an employee. You're not an independent contractor. All of the things that you have listed where you have a specific schedule, you don't have control over your product line, you don't have control over your back bar, your clients, you've got someone else checking your clients out and collecting the revenue from that, definitely makes you an employee. So you need to bring that to the attention of your salon owner and let her make that change. If she doesn't make that change, then you may have to file with the IRS an SS-8 form, and the IRS will come in and do an audit and let your salon owner know that she is in error. She could be subject to hundreds or thousands of dollars worth of fines. You also may need to check with your state's Labor and Industry Board and find out specifics, because they may want to do an investigation also, because the state is also losing out on revenue.
On the next episode of my saga, I had an interview for a new job as an esthetician and nail tech yesterday. As I was talking to the owner today over the phone and asked her a few questions, if I went to work here, would I be paid commission only? The important questions: will I be paid when I'm not working on clients? The answer, no, but you can do laundry, clean, etc. Okay, so I asked if I will be considered an employee or an independent contractor. I would be considered an employee. Now I know my rights as a worker, which are few, but I know I deserve to be paid when I am engaged to wait, and especially if I'm cleaning for you. I'm calling back tomorrow to decide if I'd like to schedule a technical interview or not. At the moment, this is my only job lead. I've been in and out of sketchy jobs over the past few months, as many of you might know from my other post. How can I make it clear to this woman that by law she must pay me for that time? What would you do?
You're right. It's illegal to require you to be at work and not pay you. So if you're being paid as an employee, commission for the services that you perform when you're not performing services and are still required to be at work, even if you're cleaning or you're doing laundry, you need to be paid at the least minimum wage.
As an independent contractor, I have the right to offer my own discounts on services. Yes? Obviously, it would come out of my end of the commission cut, but I just wanted to double check.
If you're a true independent contractor, you can offer discounts on whatever you want, because you're controlling the revenue that you're receiving. When you talk about commission, then that's where we get into, again, another hybrid situation. The salon owner should have nothing to do with the discounts that you offer for your services. If you're giving her a commission based on your services, then you're in some type of hybrid situation again, and you need to be classified as an employee.
Hello. If you have an independent contractor and she's no longer working with you, once she leaves, those clients are hers or the spa's clients? Can she take those clients with her? No contract signed. Thank you.
The clients don't belong to the spa. The clients belong to are the clients of the independent contractor. Although clients have the right to go wherever they want. You cannot require the clients to continue at the salon. If it's a true independent contractor situation, then those clients are hers, and she can take that client list with her when she leaves.
I'm looking for some input. I work as an independent contractor at a local day spa as an esthetician. More recently, I've been doing more continuing ed and wanting to expand my services offered there. I am paying for courses myself, buying equipment and supplies needed for services, and working on exactly what I would like to offer for clients. I'm bringing this forward myself to the owner of the spa. My question is, what should I be asking compensation-wise for these new services I'm devising? I want it to be fair all around, but I really feel like since I'm doing the majority of the work, I should be going to her and asking for at least a certain amount, but I'm not sure what that is. Any advice is greatly appreciated.
It sounds here like you are, again, in this hybrid commission situation where you want to know, ask for a certain wage based on the service, ask for a certain, like, I'm going to be asking a certain amount. You can ask whatever you want. You're an independent contractor. You charge for your own services. So if you've gone to continuing education, you've purchased the supplies, you've purchased the equipment, you've built the menu, you know what your new treatment options are going to be, then the salon owner has no input into that, and you should be able to collect that revenue yourself. There should not be a commission situation going on here as a true independent contractor.
Hi, I'm an independent contractor working on a commission basis. Recently, we started to do hydrofacials. We charge $165 for the basic hydrofacial. I just found out that I'm being charged $25 for every hydrofacial I do to cover the expense of the products. So instead of commission on $165, I'm only getting commission on $140. What are your thoughts about this? I never heard of anything like this.
So I see a couple of things that are of concern here. If you are an independent contractor working on a commission basis, then that makes you an employee. Do you own this hydrofacial machine, or does the salon own the hydrofacial machine? Because if the salon owner owns the hydrofacial machine and you are working on commission, then you're essentially an employee. It is illegal for a salon owner to charge you a back bar fee or supply fee for using the hydrofacial machine. That's just a cost of doing business.
Help! Sorry for the novel. I've been a solo practitioner since 2009. Recently lost my lease, so I scrambled to find new space. I am now an independent contractor in a wellness center now. I've brought 22 regular monthly clients with me. I'm part-time. My clients are used to booking through me. Owner is really harassing me to have all my clients book through their system exclusively. I don't understand. When my client leaves, we have already agreed on their next appointment, and I tell the front desk of their next appointment. Also, I was at a party and 3 new people wanted to schedule, so I did, and I asked them to go online and set up an account and book the time we agreed to. I emailed the front desk their names and phone numbers, and the owner went off. Guidance, please. Sidebar, they have not booked any facials through their clients like they said would happen. I don't really care about that.
As an independent contractor, you're doing exactly the right thing. You are scheduling your own clients. You are keeping your own schedule. You are working independently as a business owner inside another salon or spa. And so your salon owner should not be having any kind of issues with the fact that you're scheduling your own clients.
Currently, I'm working at a spa where we recently switched from employee-based to independent contractors. Commission is 50% on services, 10% on retail. There is a question whether independent contractors should be paying a back bar fee for the products used in the facials, or perhaps buying their own back bar. Owner, of course, wants to do things legal. How does it work in your spa? What is your commission and fees as an independent contractor?
As an independent contractor, you should not be having to pay commission and fees. You are running your own independent business. So if you're working in a situation where you're being paid commission and being required to pay fees, then you are still in an employment situation.
Hey, so I just landed my first job as an SD in a laser spa that will be expanding their services. I have to fill out a 1099, so I'll be an independent contractor, but I will be paid $80 on weekdays and $100 on weekends with tips and commission, 15% off service packages and products. I've read many posts in this group, and compared to those, this sounds pretty reasonable. They will fully train me on all machines and treatment, fresh out of school, and I just have to agree to commit to work for them for 6 months or pay back the training. Is this a decent deal?
Several situations are red flags here. When your salon owner or physician's office is paying for your continuing education. They are paying for the equipment that you're going to be using. They're giving you a schedule where you're working on weekends or weekdays. That is not an independent contractor status. That makes you an employee.
So I'm a newly licensed esthetician with an independent contractor license, and I'm renting a room inside a salon. Originally, I had set up my own booking page. Don't have any clients yet because I get the room next week. But the salon owner was really pushy about me being on her Vagaro account instead of having my own, because she said she wanted to advertise having a lash gal on her webpage and couldn't link it to my booking page, just hers. It really annoyed me because I personally like my style seat better than Vagaro, but she was so pushy. Now I can't even update my own services because it says I don't have the authority to make those changes. I feel like I should have control over my own booking page, considering this is my own business and I just rent out a room there. Not sure if I'm overthinking it or justified in my irritation with the situation. Thoughts?
You have every right to be irritated. This is your business. You are renting a room inside a salon. So you need your own webpage. You need your own marketing, your own branding for your own business. And don't worry about what's on the salon's website. A salon owner has some specific responsibilities to you if you're a booth renter, aka an independent contractor. She also has specific responsibilities to you if you're an employee. So let's look at the responsibilities if you're a booth renter or independent contractor. If you're a booth renter, you're essentially paying rent to the salon owner for your space. You're operating an independent business inside her location. The salon owner needs to factor in the cost of doing business in the compensation structure. So what should you do if you're working in a situation where you've been misclassified or you're in a hybrid situation? Approach your salon or spa owner and have a conversation. You don't want to confront her. Chances are the owner isn't intentionally trying to operate illegally, but by initiating an informed conversation where you have your facts straight, you can give her the opportunity to make changes. If your salon owner becomes defensive or tells you that her attorney or her CPA has approved the business structure that's in place, you can request an SS-8 form with the IRS. They'll then audit the business and they will make the determination about whether you are an employee or are you an independent contractor. Our industry has a bad reputation for abusing and taking advantage of its professionals. There are misconceptions, half-truths, and erroneous information that has been repeated so often people believe it. Estheticians need to understand their rights so that we can improve the industry culture and we can elevate our profession. Put your big girl panties on and take a stand for what's right. Estheticians deserve to be compensated fairly and well for the incredible work that we do.